accounting data for company sale of goods and services. So anything which is made in accounts receivable is updated in general ledger. So the process is accounting process, advance payments, uh, not payments, receipts, customer balances, taxes on sales. So the business requirement is accounts receivable tracks, records, monitors, and manages the accounting data relating to all customers. So, it is integrated with the procurement and inventory management system. So based on the nature of the transaction, different GL accounts are posted, like down payments from customers, receipts via checks, etc. So accounting department needs to analyze customer outstanding balances and balance confirmation letters. So this is the flow chart.
Okay, could you explain the flow diagram?
Yeah. So first, create an account assignment model. So AR account is posted, uh, and then create posting with reference. Then clear either manually or automatically. So if it is completed, then entry is posted. If it is not completed, if there are any errors or something like that, then hold an incomplete document, create a display packed document, and then post the related packed document. So this is the AR is created, and then through whether it is intercompany or intra-company, and then recurring
So, okay,
document.
what is
So
the role actually? What is the role name? So, will be who will create the invoice and who will release the invoice? Do you have any role name in SAP S/4HANA?
consultants.
Role name, like who is the user, right? So we have the specific role name. Who create the invoice? Who release the invoice? So what is the role for creating the invoice?
Generally, end users will create the invoices. So,
Yeah, end user. Yeah, in end user. So what is their role actually? Who creation of invoice? What is the role? So because in SAP we already discussed in the fit gap. So the flow diagram you have already the role name has to be mentioned, right? So end of the day, end user is, but they have a role, right? End user means creation of GL account or creation of the invoice.
creation of
Or
GL account is MDM department, management department.
okay, so who will create the invoice? What is the role for that?
Uh,
So have you gone through the scope document, the flow diagram?
yes, sir.
So they have explained the role name. Could you open the scope document for accounts payable?
Yes. One.
So any transaction in SAP, like suppose material master or creation of a requisitioner. So suppose in MM side, if you see like creation of purchase requisition, we call it as a requisitioner. Okay, so approval of the purchase requisition, so we called as a business unit manager. Okay, and same thing when they are going to create the purchase order, we called as a purchaser. The role name called purchaser. So when they are going to receive the material, so you see everywhere is the end user, but we have the role. Role is
Yeah.
nothing but to who what kind of job they are performing. So warehouse clerk is the role where the warehouse the storekeeper is going to receive the material, or he is going to inspect the material, or he is going to return the material, or he is going to transfer the material. So like that there are so many activity he is going to perform. Okay, so for all the
Yes.
module, so like MM, SD, FI, PP, so we should be very clear the role name. So end of the day, end user is performed, but in SAP S/4HANA, we have the role for every activity. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
could you show that scope document? What is the role they have mentioned?
the flowcharts are not available, sir, exactly.
It's not, or you can download then open. So this is the PDF file, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, in downloaded file also same thing, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is coming like that only.
So for
Sir,
all module, they have the same
so wait,
issues, or
is for me.
So for me only.
so for all module you have the issues about the scope document, the flow diagrams, or only for FICO have the issues.
Yes, sir, all modules issue is.
No, no, you open the PDF file, right? There is a PDF file, is that right? So the scope, FICO scope document. Come down. Yeah, yeah. So here the flow diagram is clear, right? So this is PP related things. So I think FICO we need to check maybe.
FICO is not there, sir, actually.
Okay, not okay. PP is fine. So they have already mentioned all the process.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me check the PP, FICO. Okay, so just go ahead. Your VBP just explain about the process and make it role like same way. The role name should be there. So you should not design the flow diagram blankly like that. So every
Okay.
transaction should be created. Already in FitGap we are maintaining. So follow the FitGap, the template to design the flow diagrams.
Yeah. So these are the process flow steps, sir.
Okay, this is you preparing for accounts payable, right?
Receivables.
Accounts receivable. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Explain
So,
that.
yeah.
So you just delete, the right side, you can the style, font style, you can delete close that one, right side.
This one, sir.
No, 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 that you have the font is opening, right? Heading is the right side. Yeah,
Okay.
close that.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So these are the process step description. So open items. This is the T code. We can see the open items for invoice. Then customer payment. We can do payment in F-28 on this
Before open item, so what is the transaction they are performing?
FP6. This is receivable FP70.
Okay, so so you have to specify, right? What is the transaction? So simply you cannot able to see the open item, right? So what is
Yeah.
the, yeah, you have to add it, the transaction also.
Okay, so invoice is posted in FP70. So the open items can be seen in FPL5N. So the payment is done in F-28 and through automatic payment program F110, we can post in a bulk and receive payment media. This can be received through mails or sent from the bank. So actually, this is another concept like DMA IDOC is also involved in this. And then uh, if it is clear, then we can also see in FPL5 and cleared items. So invoice is like entry is customer account to sales account. And this is the foreign currency. So when the program is run successfully, it will create in this way. Actually, this is not vendor customer bank account clearing account to customer. It will come in that way. And this is the reconciliation after the payment. Bank clearing account debit to bank account. So
Okay, where is
so
the
if,
advance payment? I mean, down payment receiving from the customer.
down payment, this not down payment, sir, direct payment. Down payment in the sense, it will come under special GL indicator.
Okay, do you have the
So,
process advance payment from customer? Do you have the process?
uh, down payment, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, so this is the down payment received from the customers. So this comes under special GL indicator. So this is done in F-47 down payment request, and F-48 is down payment. So the T code is OBXR. So in this we have to assign down payment.
Okay, so down where is the flow diagram? So down payment there are two different type of process, right? One is reference to your invoice. So
Yeah,
another one is reference to the sales invoice. So do you have the process flow diagrams?
flow diagram I've not done so here. I just written the process.
Okay, see every process we need a flow diagrams. So, mm, so just to,
Okay, sir. Yes, I'll do that, sir. Flow diagram.
yeah, explain what is dunning. So what purpose? Yeah.
Yeah. So dunning is nothing but giving reminders to the customers for their outstanding payments. So the process is like in FP, in FP transactions, dunning configuration is done. So it consists of dunning intervals. So like in how many days the dunning reminders has to be sent and all, number of dunning levels, how many number of times the notices has to be sent, and total due items from dunning levels. So this is the level from which all the due items will be total and specify the total amount. Minimum days in arrears.
Okay, the dunning based on which date? So you will send the dunning letter to customer.
uh, Document posting dates. Based on posting date, we'll send it.
No, suppose you have the customer, raise the invoice, let's say for that is 30 days payment, right? So they have to pay for after 30 days. So
Yes.
here, how the dunning will works here.
So after 30 days, if the period extends, if it is still overdue, then we'll send the
No, this
reminders to
is
the customer.
after the overdue invoice or maybe before, uh, you know, the
Not before. Not before, sir. If it is overdue, then only we'll send the reminders.
okay, you'll
After
send.
30 days only.
Okay, then you'll send the dunning letter.
Yeah, dunning letters or mails, whatever
Mhm.
it is. Um,
Okay, but here where is the process flow diagram for dunning?
Flow diagram, I'll do it, sir. I've not done.
So
I'll
make
do
it
it.
okay invoice posting. Okay, and let's say how many days, let's say whatever the payment terms, after how many days this dunning letter has to send. Okay, whether how
Okay.
many dunning letter you are going to send it. So everything you have to put it in the flow diagrams.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the process. So days in arrears means that the total items are due for dunning from one level to second level. Uh, so interest. So there will be interest also if it is for second level or third level. Then they have to pay the interest too. Next, some notices are also sent, and then printing all items. It
But
indicates from which level.
how the customer, initially they knows that. So maybe once you are not done the payment as per the payment terms, so
Yeah.
this interest is applicable. So do you have any kind of agreement between company and the vendor customer?
I think there will be service level agreement. Also, after the due date, we'll send the reminders through mail or check so that they'll understand that they have to pay.
Okay.
And that is about dunning.
Okay, here master data reports, right? I told you the template, right? One table format, serial number, what is the report description, and what is the T code. Okay, so you have to make it what
Okay.
all the report name, like the don't mention customer data report. What is the T code? How they know customer master
Yeah,
reports?
it is there. It is there.
Okay, you already mentioned, huh?
Yeah. So this is the report takeover.
Okay,
So this is the customer line items. This is the account balance report code. Customer open items, master list, and payment history.
okay. Here you just add the role also. Okay, so this role, this report assigned to which role? Okay,
Okay.
so you have to specify all the tables and everyone. So whoever is going to present the BBP. So all the reports we need to add the role name. So people
Okay.
we should know who the role who is going to perform the transactions, either master data or business transaction. So either it is a report or whatever. So we need to add the role name also. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. This is the security and authorization considerations. That's it.
Yeah, just go up. They have mentioned already the role name, right? Come
Yeah.
down.
This one, sir.
No, not this one. SAP role name. Go up. Yeah, yeah. Wait. So here they mentioned, right? So this is the role actually. So account receivable accountant. We call it as SAP BR underscore AR underscore accountant. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the role name. So here, what all the transaction, what all the report is applicable, we need to be assigned.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
account receivable accountant. So their role name is SAP BR AR account procurement. So like that, SAP they have mentioned the role name. Okay. So I think you've taken from where a scope document or maybe this role name. So where you taken maybe that.
Both, sir. That one and also the template which you have given. Both of them.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Okay, standard role name. So everybody make sure that the role name you are specified in the transactions.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Okay, sir. Thank
So
you.
just to include all the process, so flow diagram is more important, and go to
Yeah.
that your that PPT we have the flow diagram. So we need the role every flow diagram. So left hand side there is a role name. So then you have to make the flow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.